I have been writing to the Supreme Court for 2 years. I have been going through litigation now for nearly 5 years over a marriage that lasted 2 months. I have reported very clear notary fraud. I have reported very clear misconduct of lawyers, judges, 26 judges for a 2-month marriage. I have written emergency motions, writ of mandamus, motions to vacate, stays. I have given the Nevada Supreme Court more evidence than they could ever need to know that I'm entitled to a new trial, that I'm entitled to my home, and that fraud was committed against me. And Supreme Court of Nevada has done nothing. They've done nothing but transfer my case to judge after judge. And now I'm in the Court of Appeals because each one that violates my rights, I file civil rights against them. And once I file the civil rights against them, they have to recuse. Except for Shumway Van. They never recuse. So they are representing Bobby and Linda and have been doing it now for 5 years openly. I returned to Nevada to my home, the home I have possession of, the home that my money was stolen to buy, and the home that I was forced to live in for 2 years while they delayed the trial. Before I caught them and provided a letter from an expert confirming the forgery, even though the notary fraud was evident. And now this man, Bobby Antee, has entered my house. He removed my things and tried to sell it. And the only way I found out was because the escrow agent and the real estate agent on his new loan had no idea what he was doing. And then called me and asked me why there were liens on the loan. So this man has now tried to go behind my back and sell the house. My house has almost doubled in value. So I have over $200,000 of equity in that house. Over a month ago, I provided proof to the Supreme Court that the house could be transferred into my name through a pre-approval. The Supreme Court has refused to acknowledge the letter from the expert, the fact that the escrow agent was a notary and it's notary fraud, and the fact that I can qualify to transfer the house that I was forced to live in and pay for. And they've done nothing. And now Bobby Antee has entered my house. He's removed all of my things and tried to put it back on the market. So how long am I going to have to go through this? I got lawyers that committed malpractice. Nevada State Bar is doing nothing. They won't provide me with counsel. They won't help me get counsel, and they won't reprimand the counsel that already stole over $20,000 from me. So how many losses do I have to take while the world watches this entire thing happen? So I am now returning to Nevada to take possession of my house again because I was just there. I was there to help the kids. I had over $30,000 of things in my house. My bedroom set is still there. My mother's medical equipment was still there because we had to leave Nevada overnight in a car and drive across the United States to protect ourselves. Even though the police department has had this evidence for 4 years. But as long as they keep it in the jurisdiction of Nevada, not one person will help me. And now this man has stolen everything I own. My son's things, my mother's things. My mom has been in the hospital for 4 months. She has almost died several times. And now she's coming home next week and we have no bed for her. We have no medical equipment for her because it was stolen by a man that should have been arrested years ago. So I'm asking somebody to step up and help me. They should not be able to abuse their power in the court system the way I have been abused now for 4 years. And for 2 years, I've been forced to represent myself as a victim of a crime. And they're doing this in public. And where's the FBI? I don't know what else to do at this point. These people have controlled my life for 4 years. They have stolen everything my son raised. And I rebuilt my foundation by myself. And now these people are free to attack me, slander my foundation. They have now entered my home and stolen my things. When is it going to stop? When is enough going to be enough? Why wasn't losing my son enough? That now I have to put up with mortgage fraud that I didn't ask to be a part of. Judicial corruption that I didn't ask to be part of. And now I'm the victim that's constantly victimized with no protection. So now I'm asking you guys, please, stand behind me. These are criminal acts these judges are committing and allowing. And they should all be put in prison, not in charge of our families. There is no reason that a 2-month marriage should have taken 5 years to litigate and 2 years in appeals. The Nevada Supreme Court are ignoring everything. These are not judicial acts. And helping this man steal my home after I've given them evidence that it can be transferred into my name is only to allow the lawyers to steal the money they didn't earn. And they're not allowed to defend Bobby and Linda. So when is somebody going to step in? And now all of my stuff is gone and I am returning to Nevada and I'm going to kick in the goddamn door because it's my house. And they stole my money to pay for it. And if I die defending my house and my constitutional rights, well, I hope it changes something in this Black History Month where we have a history of 100,000 years of being abused in the court system and it's still happening today. And not one person, no Isaiah Doss or Ben Crump or any of these celebrities are standing up to demand that our rights are upheld. So what is the point of the Constitution when the constitutional rights only apply to the people who are elite? Or if you have enough money, you can hurt whoever you want and pay judges to do whatever you want them to do. 25 judges for a 2-month marriage? Please, I'm asking you guys to stand behind me, to end this and allow me to move on with my life, to protect the last piece of my son. Because all I want to do is help kids. That's all I've done. And why I poured my heart into this, I've been abused, stolen from, lied about, slandered publicly. And not one person will do anything about this. And if I do anything to protect myself, I will be attacked. I will be put in prison as a victim. I have exposed the corruption of Aaron Ford, Governor Sisolak, Debbie Conway, the Secretary of State, the police department, and the goddamn notary. She cannot be the escrow agent and the notary. That's how simple this case is. And now my stuff has been stolen out of my house. My family has been misplaced. My mom is dying in the hospital and has no bed to sleep in. So how much abuse am I going to have to suffer? Please help me sign the petition and force the FBI to get involved because the state of Nevada cannot violate people's rights like this. Please find my petition at www.change.org/justice for Aiden's mom. And I will be making a video every day until the state of Nevada is forced to follow the law and issues an annulment and gives me the restitution and damages that I'm owed for the crimes committed against me. And they stop protecting these brokers, Jeff Moore and Tracy Bouchard, who have enough friends and money to manipulate the court system.